So good evening students, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I'm going to discuss one of the very important illustration, okay, from hire purchase system under financial accounting paper, okay, in B.Com and B.B.A classes. Okay, so I have taught you about installment, okay, and interest calculation, okay, when the installments are paid yearly. Okay, installments are paid yearly basis, on yearly basis. Okay, so today I am going to teach you, okay, when installments are paid, okay, on quarterly basis. Okay, interest is not given, you have to calculate the amount of interest as well as the amount of each installment. Okay, so just see here illustration number 15 from B.B.Dam book. What is asked in the question? Aradhana Motors Limited purchased a machine from Jaiswal Motor Company. Okay, so Aradhana Motors Limited is the hire purchaser and Jaiswal Motor Company is the hire vendor. Okay, on hire purchase system. Okay, on hire purchase system, on 1st of April 2019. Okay, so the machinery was purchased on 1st of April 2019. The cash price of the machinery on the date of purchase was rupees 60,000. So what is the cash price given? The cash price is rupees 60,000. Okay, as per the agreement, rupees 12,000 was paid on the date of purchase. So 12,000 was paid on the date of purchase. So 12,000 is the amount of down payment. Okay, 12,000 is the amount of down payment. And the balance was paid equally in 6 quarterly installments. Okay, so the balance was paid in 6 quarterly installments. So how many installments are there? 6 installments. Okay, there are 6 installments to be paid on quarterly basis. Okay, and we know in a year there can be 4 installments. Okay, within a gap of 3 months, okay, there can be 4 installments in a year. Now you see, Jaiswal Motor Company charged interest at the rate 5% per annum. So what is the amount of interest? It is 5% per annum. Accounts are closed on 31st March each year. So every year accounts are closed on 31st of March. And depreciation charged is how much? 10% per annum on reducing balance method. Okay. So I did not write the question further. Okay. So here I am just going to show you how installments, okay, installment amount, okay, and the amount of interest is calculated, okay, when the installments are paid on quarterly basis. Okay, for 2 years I will show, okay, sorry, for 2 installments, 2 quarters. Then for the next 4 quarters you are going to do it by yourself. Okay, then here in this question it is also asked to calculate the amount of depreciation. Okay, as well as ledger accounts are to be prepared. Okay, like in the books of hire purchaser, that is Aradhana Motors Limited, under full cash price method. Okay, you have to prepare Jaiswal Motor Company account, that is the hire vendor account. Okay, machinery account, interest account and depreciation account. Okay, so for each quarter, okay, you have to pass, okay, entries. Okay, and the accounts are closed on 31st March each year. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how to calculate the amount of interest, okay, and installment value, okay, when the installments are paid on quarterly basis. So you just see what is the cash price on 1/4/2019. It is 60,000. Cash price is 60,000. Less down payment. Down payment is 12,000. So what is the balance amount left over? 48,000. Okay, so this 48,000 will be paid in 6 quarterly installments. Okay, so what is the price of one quarter? If 48,000 is paid in 6 quarterly installments, then what is the price of one quarter? One quarter installment. It is only rupees 8,000. Okay, the cash price, the portion of cash price. Now with that you have to add up the amount of interest. But here the amount of interest is not given, only the rate is given. Okay, so you have to add up, okay, the amount of interest along with the portion of cash price of the asset. Okay, so what is the portion of cash price of the asset? It is 8,000. Sorry. It is 8,000. Okay, so 8,000 will be paid in 6 quarterly installments. Okay, along with interest. So you see 48,000. Now with that you have to add up interest. Interest on 30/6/2019, because the machinery was purchased on 1st of April. So April, May, June. Okay, so the first quarter, okay, the first installment is paid at the end of June, that is 30/6/2019. Okay, so it will be 5% on 48,000, okay, for 3 months. Okay, because it is quarterly basis. So 5% on 48,000 into 3/12. Okay, here it is into multiplied by 3/12. When you calculate, you will get rupees 600. Okay, so 600 you have to add up, you get 48,600. Okay, now you have to deduct the first installment on 30/6/2019. Okay, then deduction takes place. Okay, deduction of the first installment. So first installment amount will be how much? 600 is the amount of interest, okay, plus 8,000, because 8,000 is the portion of cash price, yes or no? So 8,000 plus 600, this is the amount of the first installment. Okay, 8,600. Okay, so that should be deducted. So what is the balance left over? 40,000. Now with this, okay, again after 3 quarters, again after 3 months, that is the end of, okay, second quarter. Okay, so June, then July, August, September. Okay, it is 30/9/2019. Again interest is calculated and the installment value is taken out. So again it is 5% on 40,000, okay, multiplied by 3/12, that is for 3 months. So when you calculate, you will get rupees 500. Okay, so that should be added up. So how much you get? 40,500. Okay, it is 40,500. Now you see, okay, 40,500. Now with that again you have to deduct the amount of second installment, okay, at the end of September. Okay, so it is 8,000 plus 500. Okay, so how much you get? 8,500 is the amount of second installment. Okay, so if you deduct, you will get 32,000. Okay, 32,000. So this is how, okay, for the next 3 years, because here, okay, it is said, okay, for 6 quarterly installments. Okay, there are 6 quarterly installments. So sorry, it is not next 5 years, it is for next 4 quarters. Okay, next 4 quarters. Okay, again the third quarter will be on, okay, September ending, okay, it's finished, then October, November, December. Okay, it will be again paid, okay, at the end of December, then again at the end of March the next year. Okay, Then what else? Again at the end of June and again at the end of September the next year. Okay, for the next 4 quarters, okay, you are going to calculate the amount of interest as well as the amount of installment by yourself. The procedure is same I have shown you. Okay, you are going to do it by yourself. And see here, for the first quarter, what is the amount of interest? It is 600. Then what is the capital value? It is 8,000. Then for the second quarter, what is the amount of interest? It is 500. And what is the amount of capital value? It is 8,000. Okay, so this is how you have to calculate the amount of interest, okay, as well as the amount of installment value. Okay, so this is for calculation of interest and installment value. Then for calculation of depreciation, it is charged at the rate 10% on reducing balance method. Now we know that depreciation cannot be calculated on quarterly basis. Okay, depreciation is always calculated on yearly basis. Okay, so for the first year it is 10% on the cash price, that is 60,000. Okay, so it will be 6,000. Okay, then if you deduct 6,000 from 60,000, you will get 54,000. Okay, then again for the next year, okay, for the whole year, because next year the quarterly payment of installments will end up by September. Okay, but depreciation will be charged for the whole year. That is 10% on 54,000 for 1 year. Okay, it will be 5,400. Okay, then you have to deduct 5,400 from 54,000. Okay, to get the value of the machinery. So this is how depreciation is calculated. Okay, and for the ledger accounts, okay, you see Jaswal Motor Company, the hire vendor account. Okay, for each for each quarters, okay, you have to pass entries, and here year ends on 31st March each year. Okay, so you have to close the accounts, okay, for the first, okay, 31st March, okay, that is year ends on 2020. Okay, the machinery was purchased on 2019. So till 31st March 2020, whatever is the transactions, like a payment of interest is of 4 times. So you will write by interest, by interest, by interest, and accordingly you have to put the dates also. Okay, when the payment of interest is done. Okay, so this you have to do by yourself. Okay, don't do any mistake in putting the dates, okay, of the entries to be posted in the ledger accounts. Okay, and don't do any mistake, okay, while recording the amounts. Okay, the sums are very easy. The critical parts I'm going to teach you, I'm going to show you. Rest you are going to do it by yourself. Okay, this is your like homework. Okay, so I hope you all have understood. If you like my video, please the new viewers, subscribe to my channel, okay, and share and comment. Okay, if you have any doubts regarding any question, you can mention in the comment section. Okay, so till then, goodbye. Thank you.